Go ahead and so hello everyone. This is Becky with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today we are going to be covering what Scott Leroy Marketing can do for you. If you are here with me live, please draw any questions you might have in the chat, and I will do my best to get those answered in real time. If I cannot get them answered in real time, I will stay a couple minutes at the end. I'm going to try to finish a couple minutes early, and we will get to the questions then. So go ahead and drop any questions you have throughout the class in the chat, and we will make sure that we get those answered for you. So today we're going to be covering what Scott Leroy Marketing can do for you. So also, if you are watching this back on recording, please feel free to email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com if you have any questions, and we will be happy to get those answered for you as best as we can. Alrighty. If you do need to refer to this training after we get off Zoom, you can check that out on our YouTube channel. I did go ahead and drop the link to our YouTube channel in the chat. It is just Scott Leroy Marketing on YouTube. And if you are on our YouTube channel, we do recommend that you are looking under the videos tab when you are looking for anything in particular. We recommend just the videos tab because it will show you the most recent videos. Things are always changing with both Command and the services that we offer. So finding the most recent videos is going to be super important. If you are searching, I'm just going to search that. And you'll see the most recent one on here is from a month ago. And then the one from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then we get 8 months ago. Sometimes the ones, it'll show ones from 8 months ago first. And since things are changing, you just want to make sure, if you are searching, make sure you are looking for that most recent video, as that will be most helpful for you with any of the videos that you're looking on our site, not just this one. Today's class recording will be posted in about 24 hours on our YouTube channel. You can always locate our previous class archives and tip videos there anytime. Today, we're going to cover how we help with onboarding and things you can reach out to us with to get assistance with after your onboarding is complete. So we are going to start on the Scott Leroy website. If you are not familiar with the Scott Leroy website, it is just scottleroymarketing.com. I'm going to drop that in the chat as well. If I can type, hold on, sorry about that. There we go. Did not. That is our website. So once you are on this website, you will be required to log in. As you can see, mine is saying welcome and it has log out up in the top right corner. That just means that I've already entered a Market Center number in, and so I am logged in already. We are going to primarily be hanging out under this Agent Resources tab today. The first thing we want to take a look at is questionnaires. I'm going to open this in a new tab really quickly just so we can take a look. So as you can see, once we open one of the questionnaires, it is going to bring us to this page. We recently revamped our onboarding a little bit so that when you go to the questionnaire, it is going to give you the option to go through and pick which option best fits you. So in order to help you understand where you fall into our questionnaires, we're going to cover our old categories, what we used to send with our questionnaires. So I'm going to go back over here. And so the first one, when you hover over the questionnaire, these ones down here are just what we used to send out. So if we were to send you an agent or expansion questionnaire, it's going to now take you to that same page that we were just on. But you're going to want to know a little bit more of what we're asking you in those questions. So we're just going to cover those a little more. We're just going to cover the categories. So the first one is a new agent questionnaire. Sorry about that. Gotta let somebody in, and when I do that, it takes me off of that. So a new agent questionnaire does not necessarily mean you are a brand new licensed agent. It just means that you are new to Keller Williams. So this could mean that you are a newly licensed agent and just passed your test, or it could mean that you just joined Keller Williams for the first time. Um, an admin questionnaire, that would be for someone who is joining a team or a group of agents. Generally, they would fall under a non-licensed associate. Generally, you would be doing some type of support for a team, whether that is transaction coordination, marketing, or anything like that. Next, we have a capper questionnaire. So, a capper is generally someone coming from another brokerage, and you have likely already done quite a bit of production, quite a few deals. So, this just allows us to know that you most likely have transactions going on, and your setup needs to be speedy and accurate. We do not want to cause any type of lapse in your business. So, this just lets us know that you most likely have transactions currently going on that you need to make sure everything is transferred over properly. So next is expansion. Expansion means you are in more than one Keller Williams office. You could be in a state where you are at a state border, and you're licensed in both states, and you've decided to be part of two different market centers. It could also mean that you travel a lot and you have licenses in two different states, per se, Florida and California. And you just want to have your license in two different Keller Williams offices. So there are also expansion teams that would fall under this same bucket. Next, we have the hidden agent setup. So the hidden agent setup is most likely going to be for someone who is already in production with another brokerage. You would be transferring to Keller Williams, but maybe you aren't fully ready to fully transition yet. You want to go ahead and make sure everything is set up and running so that when you do transition, everything is smooth. So this just allows us to hide your public profiles. So sometimes we see this when an agent is transferring and still has a few deals to close, or maybe they haven't announced to their brokerage yet that they are leaving, but they want to go ahead and get everything set up. So market center staff, that is pretty self-explanatory. It is going to be your market center's leadership team, whether that is your MCA, your director of first impressions, or something like that. Returning. So this would be you were a Keller Williams agent previously and you left. Whether you left for a month, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long, and you are now coming back to Keller Williams. This just means that you are already in the system and it will recognize you coming back. We do have a team, so this could be whether you are an admin. It is most likely you are an agent joining the team, whether as a listing agent or a buyer's agent or something like that. And then we have tech. Oh, let me go back to that. Tech refresh. So this is for any Keller Williams agent that has been with Keller Williams for any length of time. This allows us to go in and audit your Keller Williams system and see if there is maybe any tech that we are providing that you didn't have when you joined Keller Williams. For example, we are now setting up Canva and TidyCal and things like that. So if you joined a few years ago, those were not services that we offered. So you can do a tech refresh and we will go through all of your systems to make sure that everything is set up and you are taking full advantage of everything that we offer. And then we have a transfer agent. So this is going to be you are transferring from one Keller Williams office to another. So if you are moving across the country, if you're moving from one state to another, or if you're just moving from one market center to another locally, and you just need to change what Keller Williams you are under. So any of those questionnaires are going to bring you to that same page. Just going through those is just to help us understand where you would fall when you fill out those questions. If you do have questions about where you would fall, you can always reach out to our support email as well, and we would be happy to help answer those questions for you. Excuse me. So once you have filled out your questionnaire, every office is a little bit different with how the agent gets that questionnaire and submits it. Some offices will do it for you. Others will go through it with you, or just have you fill it out on your own. But once that questionnaire is completed or submitted and we have completed our part of your setup, you will get an email that looks similar to this. It is going to say Keller Cloud setup complete. It'll have your name and your market center number. We do like to recommend that you save this email, star it, have it handy, just in case you ever need to refer back to it. So when you scroll down, it is going to say, welcome aboard Keller Williams. To access your logins, please click here and enter your market center number. It'll then have your market center number below. We do like to make sure we add your market center number in as many places as possible because you will be using that a lot when you are accessing our platforms for your setup and things like that. If you scroll down a little bit more, you are going to see that you have a few attachments here. You should have 2 QR codes and a just joined forces graphic. So the just joined forces graphic should look a little something like this. If yours does not have a photo, most likely you did not submit a photo on your questionnaire. If you would like to have a photo added to this, you can always reply to your setup email with that photo and we can get that updated, as well as make sure your headshot is added to your KW profiles as well. This photo is for you to use. It is for you to share with your social media platform, share it with your friends, however you want to go about doing that. It's just to help get the word out that you are a new agent. Now, these other two are QR codes. One is going to be for your website, and that is going to be for a branded website that is just for you. It's going to be your branded KW website. The other is for your branded KW app. Just quick, I see a question in the comments. How did I get to this page? So this is the email that you would receive after you have completed, submitted your questionnaire, and we have finished your KW's initial setup. So you would get an email like this that says Keller Cloud setup complete, and you'll be able to access all of this. It'll look something like this. So these QR codes are, again, for your branded website and branded app that are branded with your personal information. So any client, friend, family member that is using this QR code and being redirected to your platforms, you are going to be notified in your command account when they create an account, and you are going to be notified of different activities that they are performing on those different platforms. So these are great to save and use for different marketing. If you're creating open house flyers or any type of marketing that you are sending out, these are great to use because they are a great way to try and capture those leads. We're going to go ahead and click on this link right here. I'm going to open it in a new tab. We're going to enter that. Alrighty. So once that is brought here, the first thing I want to cover is this banner up at the top. It says update, and then it has the enter your KW name and 16-digit unlocking key. A lot of people email us asking us what this is. Do not worry about this part. This is for us when we are setting up your account. That's just for our end of the setup. So you won't have these logins here. You won't need them for any reason. So you can just scroll down a little bit more and just ignore that top banner part. So then we are going to go down a little bit. You have a video here. This is going to go over a lot of the information that we are covering today. However, feel free to check that out whenever. If we scroll down a little, it is just going to say these are your logins. We strongly recommend that you keep this email for a minimum of 90 days. Personally, I would recommend keeping it for the entire time you are with Keller Williams. You never know when you are going to need something from this. I do see a question in the comments. What if you no longer have the original email? Feel free to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we would be happy to see if we can help you with that information, David. So just shoot us an email and we'll be happy to see how we can help on that. But again, we do recommend that you keep this email for as long as you are with Keller Williams. You never really know when you're going to need something from this. Another thing you are going to want to pay attention to is these notes from your onboarding team. Every once in a while, we encounter some type of issue when we are doing a setup. Maybe something in command is being worked on and we are unable to fully set something up. These notes are just going to let you know if something like that has happened. It is also going to provide any additional details on anything at all that maybe we weren't able to do. You may also just get a simple one like this that just says, please reply to this email with your professional biography and picture. You can, of course, reply and send those to us, and we can get that updated across your platforms. So moving down, we have your KW logins. So these are your KW username and password. Those are for most of your KW systems. It is going to tell you right here that they are for Command, the Command app, KW Connect, Keller Home Loans, things like that. Most likely, if you are logging into a KW platform, these are going to be the logins that you will use. Your username is not case sensitive, so you do not have to worry about those capitals if you do not want to. However, the password is case sensitive. As a note, if you are double clicking to copy and paste your password, make sure it is not putting a space before or after. And also just make sure it is grabbing the entire password. Sometimes it doesn't grab the punctuation. So you just want to make sure you are grabbing that entire password and that it doesn't have any spaces in it. Sometimes when you double click, it will grab spaces. Any spaces in your password on command will give you an error when trying to sign in. So you just want to make sure you keep an eye on that when you are doing that. So then we have our Google Workspace. So this is going to be your KW email login. It is going to give you access to all of the other Google suites, Google Sheets, Google Docs, things like that. You're just going to log in like you would log into any other Gmail account. Whether you are doing that from gmail.com or the Gmail app, you can do it with those. If you requested email forwarding, we are going to tell you if we were able to get that set up. And then there are some other things about verification and just other things that you can see right there. Moving down a little bit more, you're going to find your KW branded website. So this is what we talked about briefly when we talked about those QR codes. If you go to this right here, let me just copy and paste. Doesn't want to cooperate with me right now. There we go. Once it loads. So it'll look something a little bit like this. It'll have your name here, and then it'll have your information down below. And so it should have all of that, your name, your photo, all of that good stuff. If people are signing in right here at this top corner that says log in, it is going to forward over to you in your command account. One thing, while I'm talking about that, you do not have a login for this physical website. If you click login right here, that or the app, if you are interested in signing in, you're going to create an account just like any client would. So you will not already have logins set up for this. And I'm going to go back over here. Moving down, you have your kw.com profile. Your kw.com profile is the profile that allows you to be found on the generic KW website. So that is when people are going to kw.com, clicking find an agent, and then searching. So this right here is going to be the profile that they will see. Moving down a little bit more, you have your command email. Again, that's just your KW email, but this is what is going to be used when you send an email through command. So this is going to be where any replies go to and things like that. You have your KW consumer app link, again, branded to you, so you are notified of those interactions. And then you have your Keller Home Loans and Keller covered personal link stuff. You will find Twilio here. This is often not a platform that we set up. The reason for that being that it does require you to select a specific subscription and enter your payment information. We have put that here where you can easily access that sign up because it is used frequently by a lot of agents. It allows you to mass text your database in command, whether that is just one-off text messages or smart plans. Moving down, you are going to have DocuSign. Some offices will have DocuSign, some will use Dotloop. The majority of offices that we work with are using DocuSign, so that's going to be our preferred setup. So this will have your username, your password, and some information for logging in. DocuSign is going to be how you send and receive documents for signatures, and to have those completed for your files. So this is, we scroll down, this right here is one of the super important reasons that I say to keep this email for forever. We do occasionally have agents reach out to us years after their setup has been completed because they are trying to reset their password and they do not remember their security code. We are required to set up that security code in question when we set up your account. We do include those on your setups. They are specific to you. You would need this specific question and answer, and you will need to enter this phone number in exactly as you see it, including any dots or dashes. You just want to make sure that you get the whole thing properly for it to work. I'm not going to cover HomeKeeper. It's slowly being phased out. They've recently made some changes to their subscriptions and things like that. So I'm just going to skip over that and pass on down to the additional logins. Excuse me, sorry about that. These are additional logins. These are going to be a lot of those third-party platforms that we set up for agents. So TidyCal is going to be similar to a Calendly, which a lot of people are familiar with. It allows you to have appointments set up through this link here. So we will set this up for you and we'll have your logins as well as your shareable link. We do set up a 30-minute time block for you that you can start utilizing right away. You will have Blink. Blink is a digital business card. Now, your KW Command app does come with a digital business card. However, it is not very customizable. It does not add a photo or anything like that. So we create the digital business card for you because it allows for a lot more customization. It allows for you to share that directly with your QR code, and it will add you directly as a contact to the phone of whoever you are sharing that to. We do set up a Zoom as well, so that allows you to access things like the training today. I do want to mention that for all of these third-party platforms are free basic accounts. We are not paying for accounts. So these are just the plain, simple, basic accounts. If you already have a Zoom or a Canva that you pay for, definitely keep utilizing that. You are not required to use these just because they've been set up. Canva, again, free basic account. It allows you to access templates. We create a lot of templates through Canva, so it allows you to easily sign in and start using those through our website. So now down below, we have some helpful resources, just some helpful links down here. And then we have a next steps. So this is really just about how we can assist you beyond onboarding. So these are things that we can do to help you with right away. So you can send us your database. You got to start generating business. The best way to do that is almost definitely through the people that you already know. So getting your contacts from your phone or another platform, getting those added to your command so you can start reaching out to people is a great first step. Announcing that you have moved to KW. Super important. It is kind of hard to find business if you are what we call a secret agent. You got to let people know that you are an agent. So this is going to let you know how you can share that information. We have some 30-day jumpstart challenges, which we're going to cover when we move back to the Scott Leroy Marketing website. We also have tips for your biography, which we're going to cover that again on the website. And then we have some trainings here. We do have some support emails and phone numbers. These are super handy to keep in the event that you ever need to reach out to any of these companies for assistance. So these are just some great numbers and emails to keep on hand. So we are going to go ahead and navigate back over to the Scott Leroy website. Over here. So as I was saying before, we are going to be hanging out under the Agent Resources tab. So this is where you're going to find a lot of those things that we can assist you with. So we went over questionnaires already. The next is the new KW agent website. Open that in a new tab. So then you are going to scroll down. So it's going to show a calendar right here with some training classes on it. It's going to show our YouTube playlist for agent websites. So if you've been with KW for a while, it's probably been around a year since KW upgraded every KW agent's website to a new format. So with that, we wanted to make sure you had all of the resources at your fingertips to be able to customize and enhance your website. So this is where you're going to be able to find all of that information. Again, we have our YouTube playlist. We're going to skip over this spot right here that says before launching your new KW website. Those websites have already been launched. Everyone has been moved over, so you don't necessarily need to worry about this part right here. So you're going to want to hang out under this option here. It's going to show you how to add testimonials, update hero images, manage featured listings, and create an open house sign-in page. Then there are some KWRI provided articles as well that are going to go over some additional things that you can do on your website. You can also check out our YouTube channel. We are putting out tip videos all the time that are going to go over some new updates in command and different features to help you stay in the know on what's going on with KW. So our next tab is going to be live webinars. This is just going to bring you to this class or any other class that we have throughout the week. So that'll just bring you directly to the live. So we are going to go down to training. And the first option is going to be the training calendar. And if you go to the training calendar, it'll allow you to join that class live if you click that link here. If you need to access our recorded trainings, you can go to slmtraining.com or our YouTube page. That works just as well. You can vote for upcoming classes. So you can vote for upcoming classes. I think it's every other Friday. We do a class where we allow you to tell us what class you want to see. So if you want to jump on next Friday's class, you can vote for it right here, and it'll give you some topics that you can pick from. And then you will see our training calendar. So this is just going to tell you each of the classes that we have in calendar format. There is an add to Google Calendar feature. If you click that link, it will add this entire calendar directly to your Gmail calendar. So that'll make it really easy to jump on those classes on the go or really from anywhere as long as you have access to your calendar. If you click on any of those classes, it is going to give you a little more information on what the class is, as well as the Zoom link, the time, and things like that. Now, down below, you are going to have a PDF printout of those classes and the schedule. So if you, let me get that to pull up. All right. So if you have a office or computer desk and you want to have a printout, you can come out and print these here. So they are broken down by day of the week on the right-hand side. It is going to have the date of each class. So you can highlight these, save these for whatever you are wanting to jump on. Go back. And then you're going to see an overview of each of the classes. So it's just going to give you a brief little overview of what each class will be discussing. If we go back, let me just come back to the main page. Back to training, you are going to see SLM challenges. So this is another way for you to kind of get familiar with the Keller Williams systems and what we do. So you can come on here and find the SLM getting started, commands, and jumpstart challenges here. They'll kind of give you different tasks to get you started with learning. So if you are a self-learner, you kind of like to do your own thing, you can definitely check these out. You can print it out, you can add them directly to your smart plans, and it will give you daily tasks. I'm going to open that up just so you can see. It'll tell you each of the days here, and it'll also give you a printable version. So it'll just kind of give you an overview of what each thing is. So that is a great tool for getting started. Same with all of these down here. So we have command. There's just a bunch of different challenges that kind of help you figure out what you are doing in command and kind of get a head start on your business. So then next you have your Killer Cloud cheat sheets. So these are a great training resource. If you are not sure how something works or what to do, you can come on here and check these out. If you are looking for something specific, you can click on them. So if you're looking for command settings, I'm going to give you just kind of different things on here. So you can find them broken down, and it'll kind of just give you more information on each thing. If you're not sure how something works or what to do, you can come and check these out if you're looking for something specific. There's a bunch of different ones on here. So then we are going to go back here. And next is going to be digital marketing tips. So this is going to have a ton of video resources for you. So there are a ton of different topics. You can skim through these and see if there's anything that appeals to you. We do have videos for DocuSign and things like that in here. We are all about making sure you have all of the resources and trainings available at your fingertips. So you can find just about all of those on here. So then next we have Tech 101. So this is kind of just an overview of basic technology tools that you may be looking to use. So next we have the recorded training classes. A couple of ways you can access this. You can, of course, come straight here. You can go straight to the YouTube channel. So these are broken down by category. So if you are looking for the command overviews, database management, DocuSign, things like that. So these are just going to take you to our YouTube channel and the playlist that is specific to each of these categories. So definitely make sure you are paying attention to the playlist and the dates of those videos, but again, broken down by each of the categories. You can also go directly to the YouTube channel and find those playlists. So that's another way to access that. I do see a couple questions coming in. I'm going to save those for the end just so I can make sure I have enough time. But I'll definitely make sure I get those questions answered. Keep dropping questions in the chat, and I'll just make sure to get to them at the very end. So next we have agent support. I'm going to click on that. And now that we are on here, this is going to be where you can find most of the different things that we can help you with. We're going to spend quite a bit of time on this tab. This is probably one of the most important tabs that you can use just because it gives you a bunch of different options of what we can do to help you out. So we have our top rated options right here. So creating a new bio, importing a database, updating database contact information. So with creating a new bio, I'm going to open that in a new tab. Each of these is pretty much just going to bring you to a form that you can fill out, and we can help you get that set up. And so you'll enter your information. If you have your own biography, you can paste that here. If you need help writing your bio, that is something that we would be happy to help out with. If writing your bio is not your strong suit, or you would just like a little bit of help, you can definitely click, please write my bio. Give us a few information, a few different things you want highlighted in your bio, whether you want, you're a realtor, that you specialize, what you specialize in. If you're a sports fan, anything that you want highlighted in your biography, just drop that in here and we will make sure that it gets taken care of for you. So that is that part. I'm going to go back over here. Importing the database, again, that is going to bring you to another form. So it'll ask that, it'll have you upload your contact files. Importing contacts in command can be a little on the finicky side just because it has to fit a certain format. So if you send us your file as a CSV or Excel or something like that, we would be happy to reformat that for you and import it to command just so that we can make sure that, just so you can make sure everything gets imported properly. Updating database contact information smart plan. So this is just a smart plan that will, if you have contacts that are missing information, it'll basically reach out to them and have them update some of that information. So next, one thing I will say about the biography, it's in multiple places on the KW platforms, that and the headshot photo. Unfortunately, right now they don't all communicate with each other, so it's got to be updated in about 3 different places. If you're not sure where to update that, or you just want someone else to do that, that's one great way that we can help out is by updating those for you, so that we can make sure it gets updated all across your platforms. Next, we have marketing support. We have a great monthly newsletter, Smart Plan. So we create a newsletter each month that you can come and request through our website. You do have to request it each month. It is not ongoing because we do create a new one each month that is specific to that month and what is going on. So if you come here and fill this out, you can request that we add that smart plan to your command. You can ask that we send it to specific tags to all of your contacts. Or if you just want to send it yourself, you can select that and we'll just add it to your command. So if you fill that out and send it, then we can go ahead and get started on that. We're going to go back. Free templates. We are going to circle back to that in a little bit. It is in a couple different places on our website. We're going to come back to this very last or close to the end, just so I can show you all of the places that we can find that. Next, if you need API Nation setup or importing top producers, smart plan setup, spring cleaning smart plans, things like that. Scrolling down your command setup. So most of these are gonna direct you to a form. Again, with command setup, we probably already completed this for you if we did your setup. So you might not need that, but if you need your DocuSign setup, things like that, you can do that as well. There should be up there. I skipped over the smart plan setup. Sorry about that. I was like, I know I missed something. So this one allows you to have us add all 10 KWRI provided smart plans. So again, another form, but you can select which ones you would like. You can select having all 10, and those are just having those set up for you. So yeah, so I just want to make sure I cover that as well. We'll go back over here. No, there we go. KWLS open house, exporting contacts, importing database, tech optimization. This, if you get that new headshot and you want it updated, you can put that here. If you need help resetting your password with, if you need help with a QR code created, we can help with all of those things. So these are just some great different ways that we can help out. Again, these are all different forms that you'll submit just so that we can make sure we collect as much information that we need to get that updated for you, so that we're not going back and forth a bunch just to make sure we get the right information. So moving down below, we have looking to rebrand. So the first one is leaving a team. Most likely, if you are leaving a team, your profiles will need to be updated to remove that team branding and information. So this just allows us to go in and make sure all of that information is removed so that your website is not still showing you as a team, things like that. If you need help updating your market center logos, if you joined a team or switched teams, we can help with that as well here. If you have new social media links, you need your email set up, things like that. Um, all of those things we are happy to help with. So some of them are super easy, such as updating your website, your office phone number, your office address, things like that. So you can come here and do that. Every office has a KW calendar as well. It is through the intranet. Not all of the offices utilize that intranet calendar. However, if they do, we can help connect that to your Gmail calendar. Again, it's similar to that training calendar that we have. We can add it to where you can access all those trainings in one place. That way you are not going to different places and platforms to find all of those things. If you need help with email aliases, forwarding your email, things like that, you can fill those out as well. Next, we have website support. Websites can be a little tricky and not everyone is comfortable with them. If you are looking to make enhancements to your website and you are not sure how to do it yourself, you can come here and go through the various things that we have that we can help you with. For example, we have website enhancements you can add to your additional pages that we offer. You can click that and fill out that form and we'll get started on that. If there are specific pages that you want added, you can go through these one by one. If you need help adding your testimonials, let's say you have them on a different platform, Google, different website, something like that, and you want them moved to your KW site, you can do that here. If you want a download my app page, you can click that here. Yeah, if you have a custom domain that you want forwarded, you can fill out this form. If you need a what's my home worth form, featured listings set up, Google Analytics set up. There's a bunch of different things that we can do for your website. There's a couple of blogs that we can add. So the Keeping Current Matters blog, monthly blog, that's just a bunch of really cool things that we can add to your website for you. With the open house sign-in sheet, you used to be able to create an open house sign-in sheet that was for any open house. With the new KW sites, they are specific to each listing. So you would need one for the open house specifically for each specific listing. That's great because it allows the contact to fill out that form for the open house, and the address is on the contact's timeline in command. So you know exactly what open house they went to. If you need help with referred vendors, adding a website, slideshow, testimonial form, or if you're in an area that has the NEO new construction, this does require a subscription, so that you would have to have that set up before we would be able to set it up on our end. Building your business, again, these are those third-party platforms that we set up. Maybe we didn't offer these when you joined and you don't want all of them, or you don't want to go through the entire tech audit questionnaire. You can just request the ones that you are interested in right here. If you want Canva or Zoom, you can come on here and click those. So if you want, so each form, at least of the Canva, Zoom, and TidyCal, so those are gonna all show up on here. If you're looking up for all three, you can select which ones you want. If you want all three or you just want two of them, you can select those here and we can set those up at the same time. The digital business card is a little bit different. It is not going to be able to be done on the same form just because it requires a little bit more information to get it set up. So you would have to do that one separately. But these three, the Canva, Zoom, and TidyCal, can all be done on the one form. Moving down, we have compliance updates. If you are in a state that has specific compliance, we most likely know that during your onboarding, so we'll handle that. However, if there are changes or things like that, you can come here and request those. Lastly, we have leadership support. If you are a member of leadership, you can come here and just know that these links are here. You can also see more leadership support options at the top. We just made you your own drop-down menu. It used to be under the Agent Resources tab. But we gave you your own drop-down menu. We're not going to jump into these today, but if you do have any questions on those, you can always reach out to our support team. Again, support at Scott Leroy Marketing, and we will be happy to help out with that. So moving to our next thing on this drop-down menu, it is going to be marketing support. It used to say templates. We recently updated it, added a few new options. First of all, we have agent concierge. We looked at it briefly when we were under agent support, and we looked at those free marketing templates. So this is going to be the same as that agent concierge. I'm going to open it in a new tab. You can also find this by going to real estate marketing and clicking agent concierge there. All of those will take you to this page. You can come down, and this is the marketing that we create for you. So this is not the marketing where you come in, find a template, and start using or editing it. This is where you come in, enter the information, and we make it for you. So if you are one of those people who wants to save time, if you're not really a designer, you can choose this option. Once we click start, it is going to ask, is this your first time creating? Have you done this before? I'm going to go ahead and say it's my first time. What is your market center number? Are you submitting this form for yourself or on the behalf of someone else? Why would you be creating it for someone else? Say you're on a team, you're an admin, or you're filling it out, or you have someone doing an open house for you and you want to fill it out for them. You would say someone else. I'm going to say for myself this time, name. Would you prefer to choose from our most popular or all of the available? So you can select what kind you would like to do. I'm just going to do all of the above. It's then going to show you all of the templates that you can scroll through. So you can scroll through these. They are kind of small, but you can just scroll through, find one that you like. I'm just going to go with that one. It's going to do the same thing for flyers. Go with that one. And it'll do the same thing with postcards. You can see that these postcards have both sides showing. I'm just going to go with that one. And then it's going to ask for the property address. Let me just this from down here. Your listing status, so you can select more than one. All of these are going to just go straight to the business email address. If you click open house, however, it's going to ask you for more information on the open house. So I'm going to say it's Saturday, March 8th, I think is this Saturday. And then we're going to say it's at 2 to 4, or we'll say 2 to 5 p.m. We'll say next, then it'll ask for your business email address. If I can spell today. And then it's going to ask for your phone number. If you have a headshot and you want to have that here, you can go ahead and upload it. If you have a logo you would like to use, you can upload that here. Any comments you can enter here, and then review and submit. It's going to bring you through, and you can review every single answer. You'll see all of these are a little bit bigger logos, so you can get a better look at what they all look like. If there's anything that you need to edit, you can just come here and edit each of them. And then you would click submit. I'm not going to submit it today. Obviously, I don't want them to create this since it's not real information. But that is how you would fill that out. I will say that please allow 1 to 2 business days for all of our support requests, but especially when we're creating something for you. It can take up to 2 days. We try to make sure that it does not last any longer than that. We always try to get it out sooner than 2 business days, but that is kind of just the limit. So if you're needing something, say it's an open house for Saturday and you're submitting it on Friday afternoon, it is most likely not going to be done in time. So just make sure you are submitting those requests early enough to get them created in time for you. So next we have Gemini Advanced, the Chat GPT prompts. So this is a new tab. It's a new addition that we've made to our website. I'm very excited about it. It's really cool. So with your KW emails, you now have access to Gemini Advanced, which is Google's AI. So that is normally a paid service with Google. If you have a KW email, you will have access to that for free. So here we have a video that walks you through how to get access to your Gemini Advanced. And then we have over 100 prompts that you can use to help grow your business. You can also use these prompts with ChatGPT or whatever AI you like to use. So it just gives you a bunch of different prompts that you can use, have them write a listing description and things like that. So just some really cool ways that you can use AI to help with your business. Next, we have the monthly blog and monthly newsletter, which we covered a little bit earlier with the agent resources tab. So this will just bring you to those forms again to have us add those to your command. And then last, we have templates. So this is going to bring us to the templates we have with Canva. So this is our bunch of free templates that you choose and fill out. So you'll see your agent templates over here. So you'll have email signatures, things like that. I'm going to click on it and you can scroll through and pick a design that you like. There's a bunch of different ones in here. We'll say that one. Use template for new design. Once it loads, there we go. And then it's just going to bring you, it'll have all of them in here. So you'll want to find that one again, but you'll have access to each of those. And then you can go in and you can edit those and create your own signature using this template. Do want to note that your office, if you're doing this, make sure your office, you're compliant with everything that you need to stay compliant with. We are not, we don't necessarily have all of the information for that when you're doing the templates here. So just make sure you reach out to your market center leadership and they can help make sure that everything is compliant in that email for you. Just make sure you're checking with them because you want to make sure you're compliant with the local rules and guidelines. So that's where you can edit those signatures. I'm going to go back. And listing social posts. You can see just the different listing of social posts and flyers that you can create. It's going to be pretty much the exact same thing. You're going to have all of these options in one. Use the template is going to bring you right here. Of course, you can also use commands. They do have free templates available that you can use. But that is all of our stuff on the Scott Leroy Marketing website. So I am going to go ahead and stop the recording and jump into the questions that are in the chat. If you're not sticking around for questions, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Yeah, have a great day.